The toys from Toy Story are real. Lightning McQueen knows Woody, and Mickey Mouse has always been in Andy's room. There are hidden characters throughout the world of toys, and you need to see every single one of them. So grab your popcorn and get comfy on the couch. Another Cinewave is starting. You probably clicked on this video because of the thumbnail, right? You can see toys like Stitch and Moana on the shelves alongside Woody and Buzz. But this is actually a way of showing you how the Toy Story movies love hiding different characters in the background. Some of the toys come from franchises that exist in our real world, and just like in the movies, Disney characters are always scattered everywhere. Don't believe us? Then get ready, because we're going to show you the many characters from the Disney universe and other worlds that appear throughout the 5 Toy Story movies. The Disney Castle appears in the latest movie in the franchise, and we're not talking about the beginning of every movie from the studio. Not at all. Go to the moment when Jessie enters Bonnie's house and pause the movie right when the camera shows Blaze walking around with her parents. You'll see that the Disney World Castle located in Orlando, Florida is right behind the girl. In this image, you can also see that Blaze is wearing Mickey ears. But this wasn't the first time the most famous mouse in the world appeared in a Toy Story movie. Don't know what we're talking about? The next topic on the list will solve that mystery for you. Mickey has always been in Andy's room in the first movie, and you never noticed it. If you pause Toy Story 1 during a few very quick moments, you'll notice that there's a blue clock hanging on the wall near the window, and the picture in the center is none other than Mickey. And that's really cool because maybe that Mickey could talk and have conversations with the toys in Andy's room. It's a shame they never showed it. The characters from A Bug's Life also appear in Toy Story, and you didn't even notice, but we're going to show you. Your mind will be blown when you realize that this is actually one of the easiest Easter eggs to spot. Go to Toy Story 2 right when Buzz is searching for Woody inside Al McWiggin's toy store on the other side of town. In one of the aisles, you can see the circus bugs and a picture of Princess Dot, the young ant from the movie who helps the main character, Flick. This aisle is right next to the one filled with Buzz Lightyear boxes. It's interesting to talk about these toys from another movie, since Toy Story already has toys from other franchises. You already knew this, right? You knew that some of the toys from the Toy Story movies were real toys that already existed before the movie. Those little green army men Andy owns had already been popular for more than 40 years. Mr. Potato Head too. He's even older. Your grandma might have had one. And of course, Slinky, the spring-shaped dog. He was definitely already a famous toy. There are several other characters that came straight out of the real world and ended up in the movie. We're still going to tell you about more of them, but tell us, did you ever own any of these toys? There are movies inside the movie and you never noticed. This is a detail only the biggest nerds can catch, but you need to go back to Toy Story 1 during one of the first scenes where Woody is talking to his friends, and we'll show you. When Woody is giving his speech to his friends, there are a few books on the shelf, and we know exactly what those books are. They're not actually books. They're Pixar short films that were released before Toy Story. Some of the titles that appear are Tin Toy. This one is important because it was the film that inspired the creators of Toy Story to create the franchise, but Knick Knack, Red's Dream, and The Adventures of Andre and Wally B also appear. You can find all of these films on the internet, but this wasn't the only time they appeared. We'll talk about that again in a little while. We already knew that Toy Story takes place in the same universe as Monsters Inc., and there's proof of it in the 4th movie in the franchise. Go to Toy Story 4, right when a man finds Buzz and puts him up for sale at his toy booth. During this scene, pause the movie right when a little girl is playing, and tell us she doesn't look exactly like Boo from Monsters Inc. It's definitely her, just a little older. She probably doesn't need anyone to read bedtime stories to her anymore. That's a shame because Mrs. Potato Head is a really good reader. Which Pixar movie would you like to be a part of? Comment the hashtag Pixar because we know you would choose any one of these magical animated worlds. That's right, Mrs. Potato Head loves reading, especially books about other Disney characters. Don't know what we're talking about? Then go back to Toy Story 2 during one of the first scenes when Mr. Potato Head finds her ear underneath the bed. You can see that his wife is reading a book featuring the characters from A Bug's Life. Remember that friendly old man who repairs Woody's damage in the second movie? He's a character who already existed in the Pixar universe. His name is Jerry, and can you believe that he's an Oscar winner? Pixar released a short film called Jerry's Game, where he plays chess against himself, and it won an Oscar. After that, Pixar reused the character in Toy Story 2 as the toy repairman. We bet you didn't know that, just like you also also didn't see Nemo with Bonnie. Darla from Finding Nemo appears inside Andy's house. Did you see her? The girl appears in Molly's room, Andy's sister, while Molly is reading a magazine. Go to Toy Story 3 and pause right when Molly is trying to read, but her mother asks her to choose which toys she wants to throw away. On the cover of the pink magazine, you can see a picture of Darla with the title Girl Power. Would anyone still like her if they knew that the girl had already killed several fish? Speaking of fish that have gone to the great fish tank in the sky, there's another one you need to see. It was in Toy Story 4 that we finally got revenge on that evil barracuda. Remember the beginning of Finding Nemo, when that annoying and completely crazy fish attacked Nemo's mother and ended up taking her life? Well, now go to Toy Story 4, right when the camera shows the entrance of the antique store. On a wooden beam on the wall, all the way in the upper left corner, you can see the barracuda mounted there. It looks like someone caught her and put her on the wall, just like Pixar put Nemo himself on a pool float. Since you're already looking at the Easter eggs in Toy Story 4, go back to the beginning of the movie so we can show you something funny. When Bonnie is playing with the toys while wearing her swimsuit, you can see the girl with an orange pool float. That float is designed to look like a clownfish, which is Nemo's species.
Bonnie must really enjoy animated movies for kids. She even watches movies from Studio Ghibli. One of Bonnie's toys, and you probably noticed this, appeared in another movie that isn't from Disney. That cute, slightly gray bear that looks like a rabbit. He's Totoro, the forest spirit from the animated movies made by the Japanese company Studio Ghibli. Go to Toy Story 3 and take a look at him. It really is Totoro. But if you really like cute teddy bears, you can buy a Lotso at Al McWiggins store. Can you believe that the first version of Lotso appears in Toy Story 2? Don't believe it? Then go take a look. When the villain Al McWiggin is filming a commercial for television, we can see the first version of Lotso. You'll need to pause the movie really quickly to catch it, right in the first few minutes. But that cute little bear was supposed to be Lotso. But if you're not the kind of person who likes teddy bears and you prefer cars, Lightning McQueen can help you. But first, could you help us?
The subscribe button is right there, waiting for you. How about clicking and keeping up with everything we post? The most famous red car in the Pixar universe is in Toy Story 3. If you go to the scene where the toys meet Lotso for the first time, you'll notice that there's a little red car with a yellow lightning bolt beside him. Of course, that's Lightning McQueen, one of Pixar's most famous main characters. Speaking of famous toys, remember Tin Toy? We already told you about him today. Tin Toy appears in Toy Story 4 once again. When Bo Peep secretly enters the toy party, the character who opens the door for her is Tin Toy. And it's really cool that he's inside an antique store, since he starred in one of the studio's very first movies. There's a really cool scene in the third movie, but it happens very quickly, so you'll need to be fast to see it. When the little kids are entering Sunnyside, we can see a boy wearing a shirt from the movie Cars. You'll need to pause the movie really quickly, but you'll notice that it's a shirt featuring Lightning McQueen's number, which is 95. That scene went by as fast as the car, but if you're good at finding hidden things, we have a challenge for you. The first scene of Toy Story 2 shows a starry sky, and in the middle of that scene, we can see a constellation shaped like Pixar's desk lamp. You need to pause the movie right when the sky filled with stars appears and look for the lamp in the upper right corner. Did you manage to see it? Do you like board games? In the first scene of the first movie, if you pause at the right moment, you can see a box of Hasbro's Mousetrap game in the background. Speaking of Hasbro toys, did you see the Transformer in Bonnie's neighbor's yard? One of the robots Jessie talks to is a Decepticon. He transforms into a spaceship. And finally, Hot Wheels. Yes, Andy owns this kind of toy, and almost no one noticed it. One of the most famous toy racetracks in the world appears during the first few moments of the first movie. The orange tracks are very easy to recognize, and even though the Hot Wheels cars don't appear in the movie, it's very clear that those tracks really belong to that Mattel toy line. Wow, that really was a lot of details, don't you agree? It's amazing how Toy Story continues to fascinate us. And of course, there are still many other details from the world of animation for you to discover right here on the channel. The fun doesn't stop here. There are 2 amazing videos waiting for you on the screen. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.